how can we substitute our judgment for one party's representation that there's an agreement? I mean, that's kind of what you're asking us to do, right?
There was no actual proof of an agreement, and that's kind of why Daniel was here, is because that was never agreed upon.
Okay, but he can't say it was never agreed on, right?
He was there for when the agreement was made.
He was there okay.
When the original agreement was made.
What was the original agreement?
Just, can you watch my kid? And then I said, yeah, I can do that, but I'm not going to do it for free. Okay, I'll pay you when I get my money.
Did that agreement ever happen?
No, it was $20 a day.
So it was $20 a day during that specific conversation.
When she was watching, yes.
Why did you wait until he moved out? Why was it moving out that was the precipitating event for, now I'm going to do my napkin math? Hold on. I want to hear from the plaintiff first.
I had messaged him asking for some money for some things throughout the whole time I was babysitting, and that's why I would get small amounts here and there.
But what about saying, you know what? You're not leaving Isaiah here today unless you can pay me. What about that?
I had considered it. I had even told him, Daniel, that I would tell him that if I didn't start getting paid, and I just, because he was a friend, I didn't want to do that to him, and I cared about Isaiah as well, so.
Okay, I have nothing further. I think I'm
Judge?
good.
No.
I think we're good, so we'll excuse you, thank you, and we will deliberate in this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There really wasn't a meeting of the minds. The defendant claims it was $20 a day, but let's credit the plaintiff that there was an understanding, at a minimum, that she would be paid. And I think that we can figure out what would be reasonable for the time that she put in to babysit the defendant. How do you feel, Judge?
I'm stressed right now because we're having to do more of the work.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Because the plaintiff came into court not really, advocating for herself, and was very unclear in terms of what the agreement was. And the defendant testified that his mom would watch his son. So is that being factored in when she's saying, I've watched him 16 days out of the month, each month? Right. I don't really
And
believe
he says that's not true.
Exactly.
Right, and so this kind of, if there was a clear understanding of what services were rendered, I might have an easier time saying, there were clearly services rendered, payment was expected. But they're basically asking us to go way back to the beginning and kind of just guess.
But wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I don't think he denied that it was over a 3.5-month period and that he only paid $310.
Plus $1,200 in vape pods and beer.
That's another thing that we see. It's too much of
that wasn't denied. We could put a value on that of $1,500 that he paid.
You're crediting the defendant.
Yeah.
Well, all we're saying is that she has been paid $1,500 so far.
Okay, agreed.
Now the question is, do we feel that she deserves a little bit more?
I'm inclined to give her that and call it a day.
Well, she's already got,
we're not going to get, and that's it, because we're trying to guess how much more she's owed.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
The way I look at it, I take these litigants as they are.
Yes.
They're not lawyers. They're not professionals. As annoying as that is often part of what a small claims judge would have to do.
Right.
To penalize the plaintiffs for not being lawyers or not being prepared seems at odds with the very
I'm not penalizing anyone for not having... No, I know. I'm expecting them to prove what they are accusing the defendant
and you make a good argument. You make a very good argument.
And the concern that I have is for the 3 to 4 months when they were friends, it was kind of like, buy me some vape pods, pay me some money, get me some beer, and that was cool. Everything was, But the problem is this back of the napkin, now you owe me $4,500, to me was, Monday morning quarterbacking. It was after this really horrible girlfriend got into the picture, all of a sudden you have this situation where she's kind of, going back and recalculating how much was owed. I don't think there's enough here.
So you would feel that she was paid, as I say, $1,500 and that's sufficient under the circumstances?
No, I don't believe it's sufficient under the circumstances. I find that she has not met her burden of proof
for any more
in establishing
that
she is entitled to anything more.
And you feel the same way?
I feel exactly the same way.
All right, join both of you.
Oh.
So we have a unanimous verdict.
All right.